Welcome back to City Insider. This is a YouTube channel for news, stories, and analysis surrounding Manchester City Football Club. I will update new video every day. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. West Ham United deal with Manchester City almost agreed as £80 million Lucas Paqueta transfer not off. The Sky Sports journalist reported on the transfer show on Monday that the Brazilian's move to Manchester City is on hold, but it's not off, although the 25-year-old is focused completely on playing for West Ham currently. According to the Sky Sports website on Monday, an £80 million deal for Paqueta has almost been agreed and could still go ahead if an FA and FIFA betting investigation is resolved fast. The former Lyon midfielder has started both games for David Moyes so far this season and scored the third in a 3-1 win over Chelsea on Sunday from the penalty spot. The chances of this deal being rushed through in the next 10 days are surely remote unless the authorities already have a good idea of their decision on the betting investigation. This sort of process is rarely completed with massive urgency, so the possibility of Paqueta leaving for big money seems more likely to be a January window concern at the earliest. The two situations may be different, but Brentford striker Ivan Toney's investigation went on for over a year. Daily Mail. Before he was banned for 8 months towards the end of last season, he is widely reported to have an £85 million release clause from next summer, but until news of the current investigation emerged, he appeared to be on the brink of a switch to the Etihad. If he is cleared in the near future, then there is every reason to assume that process would pick up from where it left off. With the Irons' move for Eli Wahi falling short because of the Paqueta development, the club surely hopes they aren't suddenly left short in this window, but it seems a long shot for anything to be resolved that fast. Liverpool ask Man City about KALVIN Phillips' availability and get tempting transfer response. Liverpool have made inquiries to Manchester City over KALVIN Phillips and have discovered that their Premier League rivals are open to him leaving this summer. Team Talk understands Phillips has struggled to make an impact at Man City since joining from Leeds United last summer. Even with the summer departure of Ilkay Gundogan on a free transfer to Barcelona, he is no nearer to breaking into the first team. After all, Man City have replaced Gundogan by signing Mateo Kovacic from Chelsea. Besides, Phillips is more accustomed to playing in a defensive midfield role, where Rodri remains a major obstacle to his chances of getting game time. Man City gave Phillips a contract until 2028 when they bought him from Leeds. However, his future could be up for question after just 2 Premier League starts in his debut season with his new club. Liverpool have been rebuilding their midfield this summer after the exits of various players, including Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, and James Milner. They have reinvested in Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai, as well as Wataru Endo, who as things stand is their most natural option in the holding role that Fabinho has vacated. Endo is already 30 years old, so is only an addition for the medium term. Phillips, in contrast, could still have some prime years ahead of him at the age of 27. It might be important for him to play more regularly ahead of Euro 2024, with a view to keeping his place in the England squad. In theory, game time might be easier for him to achieve at Liverpool than his current club. Whether Liverpool follow up their inquiry with an offer to Man City, though, only time will tell. Man City step up their pursuit of £55 million rated Rennes winger Jeremy Doku. Manchester City are stepping up talks with Rennes over £55 million rated Jeremy Doku amid West Ham's offer for the Belgium winger. City, who are also in discussions to loan fullback Joao Cancelo to Barcelona and have agreed to sell Aymeric Laporte to Al Nassr, want another forward after selling Riyad Mahrez to Saudi Arabian side Al Ahly. Doku made 29 League One appearances for Rennes last season, as Bruno Genito's side finished fourth to secure Europa League qualification on the final day of the season. The former Anderlecht star has long been targeted by Premier League clubs, with Jurgen Klopp having previously invited the 21-year-old to Anfield. Leipzig's Dani Olmo is another on their radar after their bid for West Ham's Lucas Paqueta hit the buffers last week. The Spain international has enjoyed a fantastic start to the season, netting a hat-trick to fire Marco Rose's side to victory in the DFL Super Cup earlier this month, spoiling Harry Kane's Bayern Munich debut in the process. West Ham have also considered Georges Mike Ortiz of Metz and Henk's Mike Tracer, though they are still trying to agree a fee with Ajax for Mohamed Kudus. The club's technical director Tim Steidten flew to Amsterdam last week to conduct negotiations with the Eredivisie side, but a deal for the Ghana international has yet to be struck. Man City are reportedly trying to sign a player Hansi Flick said is outstanding, as Florian Wirtz continues to get linked with a transfer to Manchester City. It is worth revising the praise Hansi Flick once reserved for him. The German boss gave his 2 cents on the Bayer Leverkusen wonderkid, as quoted by Bundesliga's official website. It's safe to say that Hansi Flick has always been a huge admirer of Manchester City linked midfielder Florian Wirtz. Fabrizio Romano revealed on Monday that it would take a crazy bid from Pep Guardiola's side to tempt Bayer Leverkusen into selling their prized asset. While the move was deemed unlikely, the Italian journalist did open the door to the potential of a big money move in the summer window for the youngster, who was likened to Lionel Messi by Xabi Alonso back in 2021. Hansi Flick lavished praise onto Florian Wirtz, who could well become a Manchester City player if the club splash the cash. Florian is just a huge asset for this team through his carefreeness. He's simply an outstanding technician, loves to play, very creative, has a good shot, runs hard and is quick. He's got a good total package, he said. Much like Hansi Flick, the general consensus around Manchester City-linked talent Florian Wirtz remains that he has loads of potential. Especially at a club like City, one would expect a pure technician like him to look right at home, with Kevin De Bruyne set to be sidelined due to injury for a number of months. The creative burden in the side is solely on Phil Foden's shoulders. Florian Wirtz's potential inclusion would only make life easier for the Englishman, as the pair dovetail in the middle of the park, while Wirtz could unleash the best version of himself under Guardiola's keen eye. At just 20 years old, the youngster could turn into an absolute superstar if he decided to join Manchester City. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.